Good morning, Dripping Springs. My name is Ernest Banasau. I've served in the military. Obviously, I was drafted in 1967 and went to Vietnam and arrived there in July of 1967. Served my year, got wounded during Tet, and there's some stories that I could talk about regarding all that. When I came back and got out of the Army, I went to Southwest Texas, now Texas State, got me a degree. Then I also, at the same time, went to the University of Texas, Army ROTC, and got my commission. And I got my commission, since I was an infantryman in Vietnam, I got my commission as a second lieutenant, as an Army infantry officer. The story I want to tell you is really not about me. It's about me and a friend of mine. One of my best buds, and his name was James Neal. He was from the Smoky Mountains of North Carolina. And in the field, or in the Central Highlands in Vietnam, we would get periodically what was called beer rations. And the beer rations included beer, whatever make or model it was, and of course soft drinks. Being out in the field, the beer was hot. So James and I would trade whatever we had in the way of other beverages for the beer that nobody wanted to drink. One of the neat things with James is in the Central Highlands is very mountainous, and we'd be up there on a mountain after we logged in, built our foxhole, built our overhead. We put guards out in front for our night position, and especially on a moonlit night, James and I would be sitting on a bunker, and he'd talk about the beauty of North Carolina and the Smoky Mountains. And of course, me being from here in the area and the hill country, I talk about, oh, James, no, you got to come to the hill country. Hill country is beautiful, and we do have some beautiful sights, here in the hill country. Well, this is what we did. The other neat thing, whatever beer we had left, we made sure we had a six-pack remaining. Because of that six-pack, with our jungle fatigues on the pouch, we could carry a three-pack each, which meant that we could be doing our movement to the next position we're going to, whatever. And you could tell James and I were where we're at because we'd be popping a can of beer and it'd go psh. And so we'd drink our beer en route, even though it would dehydrate you, it didn't matter. We had a ball. Anyways, so when I got wounded during Tet of '68, this is February 7th of '68, and we were assaulting the position, and I got wounded, and I got choppered out, and went to Japan for 3 months, and finally got back after 3 months in the hospital in Japan, and I got back to my unit looking for James. Unbeknownst to me that James had been killed the next day after I was choppered out. And there's more to that story, but you don't need to know it. But the unique thing is I've always, as I tell people every day, for a combat veteran, for many veterans that have been in the war zone, every day is Memorial Day. In this case, every day I'm thinking of James, I'm thinking of Ron, I'm thinking of Gary, I'm thinking of Jim, I'm thinking of Bob, and these are people that I served with, and it's just one of those things that you do because, like I said, every day is Memorial Day. Veterans Day is in particular of interest to me because, again, I think of them thinking what they'd be doing today, thinking where they'd be at my age. And but the fact is, I'll never forget James Neal, one of my very best buds. And the fortunate thing I had is I went and found his family in the Smoky Mountains. It's like going back in time with the old movie Deliverance of where they lived. And it was a unique experience with me and my wife. They were happy to hear some of the few stories I told them about what James and I did, and it gave them a little bit of closure with with their brothers and their uncle and so forth. So for this year, I dedicate this to James Neal, one of my best buds in Vietnam. Thank you.